Welcome back to PowerPoint 2010 class. We are on our final lesson, lesson number 5. Now do remember that this is very basic PowerPoint. There are intermediate as well as advanced classes in PowerPoint where you can build on the skills that you have currently gained. So don't think this is all that PowerPoint has to offer. Today we are going to be looking at finalizing our presentation. We're going to be doing rehearse timing. We're going to record timing. We're going to save our presentation. And we are going to learn some ways that we can share our presentation. So let's get started. Well, welcome back. So now we have created our PowerPoint. We have put in our special fonts with formatting. We have created themes and modified them and put our own creation of a theme. We changed our master slide and added a little item on the little image on there. We've created transitions and animations, and now it's time to wrap it all up and get ready for our presentation. As I mentioned in the intro, again, these are very basics. There's a lot more to PowerPoint, so I recommend that you look into intermediate as well as advanced classes. But let's go ahead and let me show you some of the things that you need to do to finalize your presentation. So one of the things that you can do to finalize your presentation is to rehearse your timings. So I'm going to click up here on my first slide, and I'm going to click on rehearse timings. It's going to bring me to a full screen. It's going to show my stuff as I have it presented. Now, as long as I want this picture on here, I can leave it up there. It's counting down. In the white is how long it's been on this screen. On the other is how long the presentation is altogether. So when I click next, the white starts over. And I click, 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 and click. And this is just to set the timing. Next slide. So my total time was 1 minute and 2 seconds. Do you want to keep the new slide timing to use when you view the slideshow? Sure, yes. Now I am in my slide sorter view. And if you notice right here, it tells me how long I was on each slide. And we can adjust this and recreate it, and we can play it. And if this isn't correct, then we can just go and rehearse it again. Now, when you're getting ready to do your slideshow, there's a couple of things. Play narrations. If you are going to be using audio, using a microphone to record a presentation audio during the presentation, so that's during the slideshow. Not that you're going to be showing the slideshow and talking, but if you're going to have the talking included in the slideshow, then you could keep playing narrations. I'm not going to put that on there because I'm just going to keep it this way. Use timings. I could use the timings that are already presented. I've rehearsed it and I could use timings. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that, and I can have show media controls. So now I'm actually ready to record my slideshow. So if I click to record my slideshow, I can start recording from the beginning. It asks me, do I want to just do my slides and animation timing, or do I want the narration and laser pointer? Well, I'm going to take out narration and laser pointer because I don't want it recording what I'm saying. But if you do choose to add narration, you would leave that in. And now I'm going to click Start Recording. Now, if I do not click it myself, which I can, if I don't click it myself, when that clock shows 10 seconds, it'll automatically move. So the total time was 56 seconds. Do you want to keep the new slide timing to use when you view your slideshow? I'm going to put yes, because what it has done is now, normally I wouldn't have it go that fast. Normally I would give time for people to look at it, to process it, especially if I'm speaking. If you're speaking, it's good to practice with it, so you have an idea, or not have timing at all. But as I have timing set up, now I'm ready to show my show. So I can click up here from the beginning, and now I can see the show. Excuse me. So I'm not clicking on anything. I've recorded the timings for the show. And again, I've kind of over-exaggerated the items that I've had in there, but just mostly to show you. So there is my slideshow. So once I have rehearsed my timings, and then I recorded my slideshow, I can actually go and save my slideshow. So I would go up to File, and I would go down to Save As. Now I am wanting to save this as my penguins, but I'm wanting to save it as a slideshow PowerPoint show. Different than a PowerPoint presentation. PowerPoint presentation, if I had selected that, it would automatically, by default, open up in the normal view. If I save it as a PowerPoint show, which is right here, it saves it as the slideshow. So this is when you would do, when you finalize it, there are not going to be any more changes. This is a final product, PowerPoint show. If you click down here to Tools and go to General Options, you can also encrypt with a password. So if you wanted to encrypt it with a password that they had to set a password to open it, or you could set a password that if they were going to modify it, they have to use this password. So we are not going to put any password in here. We're going to go ahead and save our Penguin PowerPoint show. And so now we have our Penguin PowerPoint show saved. Now we can go about sharing it. And there's a few ways that you can share it. You can upload it onto a slide library like SlideShare. You could upload it to OneDrive, which is Microsoft's, it used to be called SkyDrive, but it's a Microsoft program. It actually has modified applications for all the Microsoft Office products there, and you could view it there. And then that way, anywhere you were at, you would have access to that because it's in the cloud. You could also put it on a SharePoint, or you could email it to somebody. There's plenty of ways to share it. So with all of this information, I hope that you have enjoyed the class. I can't wait to see your final project. Make sure to turn that in. Make sure to take a look at all the resource videos before you turn in your final project. And I really hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint karaoke. I thought that was very funny, a very clever way to learn how to give presentations. Just being comfortable speaking in front of people and having such random slides and they choose the topic, it's very, very entertaining. So can't wait to see your final projects.